Tony Ferguson still has beef with Khabib Nurmagomedov. In Tony's interview with Brett Okamoto, he said he's still my bitch. I scared the fuck out of that Dagestani guy. Nothing against anybody else in the country. Just met a dude over here today, took a picture, but I scared the death out of him. Not saying that's a war between our religions and everything like that, but I got that guy's fucking number, and he knows that he loses, he can't go back home. I could still do more, and I'm like 39 years old and everybody calls me washed up. I'm like, yeah, damn straight. I'm cleaned up, bitch. Washed up to me means I just shed everything. I got a sports psych, which is cool as f, and he said the same thing. Colby Covington discusses what could be next for him if he defeats Leon Edwards. Colby mentioned Shavkat Rakhmonov, Islam Makhachev, and Sean Strickland.
Colby, hey, I'm here. Shavkat Rakhmonov said that he will bring the belt to Kazakhstan next year. Will you be ready to face him if you become a new champion?
Whoever the UFC deems necessary, that's who I want to fight. You know, if it's Rat, if it's Islam, if it's Sean Strickland. The one thing's for sure, I'm going to make welterweight division great again. I'm here to stay, and if these guys want to fight me, they're going to have to come to my division. So, you know, like I said before, it's a publicly traded company, multi-billion-dollar company. I love this company so much, changed my life. So I want to do the biggest and best business for the country. So whatever Hunter, Dana, and Ari decide, I'm up for it, dude. I never said no to a fight. I've said yes to every single fight in my career. Never pulled out of one fight either.
Will you be ready to fight more often if you become a champion?
Of course. I've wanted to be more often and more active. You know, this is because other people have been turning down fights. I mean, Chimaev ran away from me. He was scared of my shadow. So, of course, he had to go up to an easy weight division. Everybody knows 170 is the premier division. It's the toughest division in the UFC. So, this is what most people on this earth walk around at, about 170 pounds. So, you know, of course, you know, I was scared to fight, and then there were some other people that were scared to fight, and, you know, now we're here. All I can do is fight who they put in front of me. I can't go out there and fight some prelim guy because then they defraud the investors and they're going to get a suit. So, you know, anytime, anywhere, anyone. That's Colby Chaos Covington's moniker.
Leon Edwards believes that if Colby Covington loses, he will either leave the welterweight division or retire.
I can't see him, because he's all turning on all the younger guys coming up. You know, he's turning on all everyone that UFC offered him and sat out for 2 years, you know, so now I can't see him winning the bout and then fighting all the young up-and-comers. I just can't see it happening, you know, and I think when someone like that gets stuff added to them so easily all the time, that he feels like he can do that, you know, so after being him, I truly believe he's either retire or move down, probably. They keep calling out Islam, so let him go fight Islam in lightweight, you know.
You said that you wanted to retire Colby ahead of this fight. We've not really seen you get that dark and talk about your opponents like that before. What kind of drew out those comments?
Just want to retire. I didn't think I said that. I think someone asked me, would he retire after the fight? I was like, maybe, you know, because I said I can't see him fighting the younger guys that's coming up. He's turning them all down already, you know, and sat out for 2 years just not to fight them. So I can't now see him winning the bout and being a very active champion and fighting all the younger guys that's trying to come up and take his bout, you know. So so if he does lose, I think he either walks away or move down to another weight class, you know.
Michael Bisping takes a dig at Paddy Pimblett. Bisping says that Paddy is a great fighter, however he's seen better defense on power slap. Bisping also gives his take on Tony Ferguson. He says that this weekend may be the last time we see Tony compete. On his YouTube channel, Bisping says Tony has a style where he takes a lot of damage, puts on wild fights. They're incredible to watch. We know this, but that kind of style is not conductive to a long career. Tony Ferguson is at the end of a long, glittering, legendary career. He's almost 40 years old, 39. That's very old for a lightweight. You depend on speed, your reflexes, your instincts. It's not about power. Heavyweights rely on power, and power is the last thing to go. Speed, timing, reflexes, they're some of the first things to go. So certainly that's part of the reason Tony is slowing down. The damage is part of the reason he's slowing down, and also the quality of opponent. But Paddy's not ranked, so a lot of people think that if Tony loses this, he should retire. What happens if he beats Paddy Pimblett? Paddy Pimblett's a great fighter, make no mistake. He's faster on his feet. He's probably got better boxing if you look at it skill for skill, but Paddy carries his chin kind of high in the air. I've seen better defense on power slap sometimes. Even though I think Tony Ferguson is a better wrestler, even though I can think he can handle himself on the feet, I think all the miles on the clock are going to take its toll. I really do. Sadly, I think Tony Ferguson will go out there and lose again on Saturday night, and it might just be the last time we ever get to see the legendary Tony Ferguson compete. Robert Whittaker discusses Tony Ferguson versus Paddy Pimblett. Rob says although Tony has had a major fall from grace recently, skill-wise he's better than Paddy.
You know what I mean? When he was confident. Yeah. When we had Tony, like that confident killer that El Kukui was. And unfortunately, I want to see that against Paddy Pimblett, unfortunately for Paddy, that is, right? Because I've never seen, like, his fall from grace was fast and heavy after his last win. And we're not going to go into that.
No.
But I do think skill-wise, Ferguson has the skills to beat him. I think he can land shots on Paddy because Paddy does leave himself open to a degree, and Ferguson does have like a really good bottom game to not let Paddy take him down and just be there. I am worried that Tony accepts the takedowns too readily, and we see him on his back a lot of the fight, like we saw in his last fight, and we've seen in fights prior, just because he's very confident in his jiu-jitsu, especially his back jiu-jitsu, but then we've seen him lose a lot of the times on his back because he was controlled for 15 minutes. So I would like to see like a cardio version of Tony that's just in your face, moving awkwardly, landing shots. But what will we see? I don't know.
Dana White shows off SteveWillDoIt's car.
So I just pulled up here to Red Rock. I'm meeting SteveWillDoIt here. Look at his car. Look at his car. I know if you've been on his social media, he's all movie quality. Movie quality, looks like the Grinch. And this is his car here at Red Rock. Love this kid.
So Conor McGregor and Artem Lobov used to be close friends. However, things went south recently over Conor's Proper 12 whiskey. Earlier this year, Artem claimed that he was an integral part of the development of Proper 12 and filed a lawsuit against Conor for millions of dollars. Conor fired back at Artem, calling him a f***ing idiot, and even posted one of his classic voice memos to X, singing Artem is a rat.
Artem is a rat, na 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 na, hey, na 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 na, hey. Artem is a rat, na 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 na, hey, rat.
Today, Artem exposed alleged DMs between him and Conor. Artem posted this to X. He wrote, "I have full trust in the Irish legal system and look forward to clearing my name in the high court." He followed up with, "I've been the most loyal friend to Conor. Never allowed myself to take money from my brother for camps because we helped each other achieve our dreams. It's been an honor for me to help him build his biggest business." Now in the DMs, these are from August of 2017, Artem says, "Flawless work tonight. I loved every second. You were never there for me to hit, but always there to hit me. Perfection." Conor allegedly replied saying, "Thank you, brother, for all your work. I've got you with this fight, brother. This fight and this whiskey deal, I'm going to look after you. You are always there for me, brother, and I appreciate all your work." Artem replied, "Thank you so much, Conor. I won't take anything for the camp, as it's great for me and my skill. Also, and I am delighted to be here. So please don't send me money for it, please. The whiskey is going to be huge. Audie told me that you are giving me a percentage. Thank you very much for that. It's going to be a massive success." Conor allegedly replied saying, "Don't worry about it, my brother." And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Zexter33. It says, "Damn, this community is ruthless. We really bullied Ian Gary out of his fight." The second one's from Joshua. It says, "I've never seen the MMA community so united over a single reason. Thanks, Gary." And the final one's from Doom Studios. It says, "I just feel bad for Vicente Luque. He went through a whole training camp for nothing. I really hope Kevin Holland steps in because Vicente Luque deserves a big payday." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.